Vox prajna.
On one is not born a woman, one becomes one. What did Simone de Beauvoir mean when she wrote, "One is not born a woman, one becomes one"? Simone de Beauvoir's famous statement, "One is not born but rather becomes a woman," from her seminal 1949 work The Second Sex, is a foundational concept in feminist theory and gender studies. Both the expression itself and Beauvoir's work is influenced by Sartrean existentialism, associated with the French philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre, who was also Simone de Beauvoir's partner. Existentialism is a philosophical movement that emphasizes individual freedom and responsibility. Central to Sartre's existentialism is the idea that existence precedes essence, meaning that a person first exists, encounters themselves, and then defines their essence or nature through their actions and choices. This perspective contrasts with traditional views that suggest a predefined essence or purpose for human beings. One is not born a woman, one becomes one, challenges the idea that the roles, behaviors, and identities of women are solely determined by their biological sex. Instead, it suggests that these are largely the result of socialization and cultural expectations. Here's a breakdown of what this means. Social construction of gender. De Beauvoir's statement emphasizes that many aspects of what it means to be a woman are not innate or natural, but are created by society. This includes societal norms, expectations, and roles that define and often limit what women can or should do. According to this view, being female does not automatically make one a woman in the social sense. Instead, one becomes a woman through a series of societal and cultural processes that shape one's gender identity and roles. Distinction between sex and gender. This idea also helps to distinguish between sex as a biological concept and gender as a social one. While sex is based on physical characteristics, gender encompasses the roles, behaviors, activities, and attributes that a given society considers appropriate for men and women. Critique of Essentialism. De Beauvoir's statement is a critique of essentialism, the idea that there are inherent, unchangeable qualities that define what it means to be a woman. Instead, she argues that many of these qualities are imposed by society and culture. Empowerment and change. This perspective opens the door to challenging and changing the restrictive norms and roles imposed on women. If gender is socially constructed, then it can also be reconstructed or redefined in ways that allow for greater freedom and equality. De Beauvoir's work laid the groundwork for much of contemporary feminist thought, especially the idea that gender is not just a matter of biology but is deeply influenced by social and cultural factors. Her ideas continue to influence discussions about gender, identity, and the roles of women in society.
Vox prajna.